Hi, I'm Karen Gordon. Welcome to Ear to the Ground. When a group calls themselves acoustically inclined, it's not a major stretch to figure out that they play roots music, and this Winnipeg group makes good on the name. In spite of that, this sextet's music is almost impossible to pin down. I mean, when you look at the spectrum of roots music, there's folk, country, country swing, and so on. Well, you get the idea. Take all that and add in a classical viola and humor and charm, and you've got acoustically inclined on Ear to the Ground.
1, 2, 1, 2. Give me $50, oh Lord, give me $50. I'm too lost behind my rent, and that really sucks. It's true, we have nobody, we're down on our luck. Give me $50, oh Lord, give me $50. We don't take no projects, we don't take nothing fun. But one thing you guys got, no, it's not that hard to. Give me $50, oh Lord, give me $50. I'm too much behind my rent, and that really sucks. It's true, we have nobody, we're down on our luck. Give me $50, oh Lord, give me $50.
We started off in, our band started off in, at the Forks. Actually, there was a friend named Brian Zimmerman and I who started jamming, and then we had another friend named Frank Donovan who came and started playing with us. The two of them played guitar and I played mandolin. And we just started going to the Forks and busking, and we decided that we needed something a little bit extra. And we knew that Richard's viola playing was pretty incredible, so we asked him to come and play with us also. So that kind of got the four of us going, and then we started playing at local restaurant called Basil's out in a courtyard. They hired us for the summer for 3 days a week, which was very nice because we were all broke. And Mira started coming and singing with us every once in a while.
I just can't resist. I just know that she's made of smoke, but I lost my way. But I must play temptation, temptation, temptation. I just can't resist. They said, hey, come and sing a song. So I sang one song, and then the next gig I learned another one, and I sang 2 songs, and it was sort of just coffee houses. And well, one day, Mitch Podolak from the West End Cultural Center said, well, why don't you do a show here? So we said, okay, whatever. And then Tom Sparling from Oh Yeah Records, after seeing our show, it was a success. We couldn't believe it. It was a packed crowd. And, that's the night Kerry shaved his head and on stage, And so they said, no, we got hired for the Winnipeg Folk Festival and for main stage, and we were saying, oh, okay, I guess I'm not going to university, Touch pink and Italian blue. She's out there waiting for you. My will has disappeared. My confusion is oh so there. Temptation, temptation, temptation. I just can't resist. Rusted brandy and I'm on chains. Everything is made from dreams and made from hearts, or so it seems. Only the fools know what it means. Temptation, temptation. I just can't resist.
I started in the classical world, right? And then I just got sick of that, dropped that, and started playing guitar. And then I started meeting up with the first members of the band and started jamming bluegrass, and I put viola to that. And it's a very violin-oriented music. And viola is similar to violin. And so that works. sort of failed violinist. And my teacher said, well, you should play viola because you got big hands and you'd probably be better. And that's generally, viola's got a reputation for the place where failed violinists go, which is hilarious. But, and I don't care because, you know, whatever. I think my teacher at the time had ulterior motives because he directed an orchestra which was short on viola players, and he knew I'd be ready to play in it soon, so he was you know, being fairly selfish. But I'm glad he did it.
Please, Officer Pete, you don't need money. Don't punch my name into your box and you will not see 4 outstanding warrants, it shouldn't be for me. Let me walk and your friend I will always be. Oh, crap, for breakfast, crap, for lunch. I'm looking at a fucking habit. Don't go rich too much if you don't give me 50 bucks, oh Lord, give me 50 bucks. I'm too much for my rent and that really sucks. It's true, have my money we're never again. Give me 50 bucks, oh Lord, give me 50 bucks and
Richard, I love you like a sister.
I never really had any training. I tried to play piano, but my father had always had different plans for me. Musically, I was sort of in the closet. When I joined Acoustically Inclined, my teacher is acoustically inclined. I learned so much from Richard, a lot from Richard, singing-wise, just tone and tuning, and then confidence-wise. Now that I've done it over and over again, it's much easier to get on stage and just close my eyes and sing. I try and sing from a very emotional level. I'm going there to see my mama. I'm going Jordan, I'm just over her. I'm just
Richard and I, it's been great being able to lean on him up on stage because he lets me lean on him just tons and tons, and he just takes up the slack. He soaks up the slack because he's such a super instrumentalist with the stuff that he plays. Even when he's playing guitar, he's just a great guitar player also. So he can jump back and forth between the instruments, and he's always like taking up my slack. The new players have certainly changed the energy in the band. When Ron came in, all of the energy at the rehearsals changed. There was no tension anymore, and Ron just kind of seemed to be a sponge that was like soaking up so much of the music that was going on. It was just beautiful. Everybody in the band was like getting along for the first time in a really, really long time. Not that we didn't get along before.
You're sitting in the bedroom, thinking about God. Why so many do love him even more than their dog. Their lives are spent preparing for the day that they die, when they could be on a trip across the landscape of their minds, the landscape of their minds. There is a place not so far away, a little Eldorado that is different every day. 100 million little cells just waiting for your word. There's colors there you've never seen and sounds you've never heard.
Uh-oh. This is what I don't like about Carrie. Oh no. Is it safe? Okay. We had a really interesting philosophical discussion in the van one day about the nature of the world and God and life, the universe and everything, and it was very enlightening.
I love Ron like a sister. I'll just go away now.
As with any family, it's like there's rough moments for sure, and moments where we hate each other. But for the most part, it's pretty smooth, and we all like each other.
To the sunrise, a photo of virgin snow out on the ground. On this cold November morning, coming round as Mother Nature takes a breather. Sparrow sitting huddled on a sill, cold and keeping very, very still. He remembers sunny days in July, but now it's cold and there's snow out on the ground. This cold November morning coming round.
The thing is, like, the winters are cold, you want to stay inside, and it's a hotbed of creativity. It's to do with that being inside thing. People amuse themselves by writing music, or I think that there's 650,000 people that live here. There must be 200,000 or 300,000 people that write poems or paint things or whatever.
Been sitting and strumming, kicking both of my feet. I've been thinking and dreaming, trying to get the beat. I've been thinking about it, and it takes a long while. Get it right, set it straight, do it up in style.
There's a lot of musicians that come out of Winnipeg, and a lot of them leave too. There's more talent per capita than most Canadian cities, I think.
It feels that way. Even in Toronto, when you go to Toronto, when you go to Vancouver, a lot of them are Winnipeggers, a lot of them are from the prairies. And there's so much talent here.
We all got two bodies, just a body that lives inside.
You got to
Build up the body.
You got to build up a body of light. You got to build up so you can make it through the night. You got trials and troubles, this whole world is sad. That's why every chance I get, boy, I
I hope we can get something happening for Winnipeg. I don't want to move. We have a friend who writes to us from Vancouver, writing a long, long list every time she writes, you should move to Vancouver because, you should move to Vancouver because, you should move into Vancouver because.
Just sit around and play in the living room. It's so much better and
so easier.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
It's crazy. It seems like the bigger the audience gets, the bigger the production, the harder it is to make it sound good, you know? Whereas when you're just sitting in the living room, that's the ideal, but you know, you can't get 500 people into your living room. So.
I'm starting to value my own experience and like say, well, the things that have happened to me and the things that I see, they're as important as all the things I read in books written by other people and music made by people from like Britain or the States. So, yeah, sure. There's something from living in a place like this, like in the prairies, or it's just the smell of the wind, or it's all cheesy.
Metamorphosis is slow but sure. Soon he starts to think less of it and more of her. But the doubt still lingers on, and the past is still very strong. The trials and confusions of the past now seem so very small, and the trouble with truth for him is there seems to be no truth at all. But the doubt still lingers on, and the past is still very strong.
And I want to make lots of money. And I don't want to have to worry about having to eat 25 meals of Kraft dinner a week. That'd be just so beautiful. You fry up wieners, right? You buy a package of wieners, you get the Kraft dinner, you chop up the wieners into really small bits, you fry them up in the frying pan, right? And then you get ketchup, pour ketchup.
night.